So here's my simulation. It starts by creating a single continent and then putting pillars of water where there aren't continents. It takes a couple cycles for all the water to disperse across the continent. No matter how big or small I make Earth, the amount of water stays proportional to the size of the land, so you'll always get the same amount of coating of the Earth. The different colors of the ground dictate height. The brighter it is, the higher it is, and the darker it is, the lower it is. Similarly for water, the darker the color, the deeper it is. The actual color of the water, however, does not get updated until it is completely done covering the Earth. My water resolution function has to end before it all starts to look pretty. Then, once the water has been fully dispersed, I will split up the Earth into several different plate tectonics. Each plate will then get a random direction and try to move, and it will take the land that it has pieced together with it. So as you can see, it starts populating the Earth with plates. Each color is a different plate. You'll notice when we go back to the plates that not all plates are connected. One of the problems currently with my system is that it does not know when one piece of the plate is not connected to the mother plate. That is one thing that needs to come about. Another issue is that with wrapping, left and right is rather easy to wrap because if you're one negative to the left, then you just come out one less than all the way to the right. But for wrapping along the north and south border, what actually happens is if you are one step to the right of the prime meridian and you go down fully south, you will end up one step to the left of the prime meridian, just above the southern border. But the problem is the plates do not recognize when it has crossed the southern or northern border. So what will happen is, even though a plate is moving down to the south and comes out on the other side of the prime meridian, it should be heading north on the other side. But when I move the plate, I still move it in the same direction. Let's say it's -1, -1. It should now be moving +1, +1. It still tries to move down. So what will happen is you'll just get a flat line that advances upwards, instead of having this dark brown plate be poking out into pillars instead of it's this flat line. One thing you'll notice about the plates is that there are mountains forming where plates are meeting. You'll notice that there's some lighter bits in the ocean and some lighter bits along the plate borders. A couple things to be worked on. Erosion is something I need in this game so that mountains don't just form along single province boundaries. It would never be able to go for long enough to actually flatten out the Earth entirely. The plate tectonics will keep it moving fast enough so that the mountain just kind of gets spread out without actually just getting flattened. Obviously, I need to work on the joining the plates together. You'll notice now that the pink is all over the place. Rocks don't actually do that. There's no way you can have overlapping rocks. One idea for the actual direction of the plates is to have, I do not believe I know how to pronounce it, aesthetosphere, the layer of the mantle beneath the lithosphere. The heat convection actually dictates where the plates go. And one idea I had was that if there is land in a certain spot, it will build up heat beneath the lithosphere. So what that means is the longer a piece of land is in a single place, the more heat will build up, and the more the plates will want to move away from that. So Pangaea broke up because heat built up beneath it, and it cracked, and basically all the plates slid downhill. So I'm going to want to implement something along those lines. If I let this plate thing run forever, everything gets splayed. Obviously things need to be worked on, but that is its current state. Afterwards, once plates have been rounded out, I plan on making plants that stay in one place, that move with the plates, so that you can get a similar situation as having the same flowers in North America as Iceland, because they broke off from one another, and them being the same mountain range. So that would be really cool, and that's what comes next after all these plate bugs and features get implemented. Thanks for listening.